Welcome to my first YouTube video. I'm so excited to kick things off, and I thought that there was no better way than to make a recipe that's near and dear to my heart. This is one that my grandfather made all the time, especially when entertaining, because it's so easy. It's his famous sausage recipe that's all in one pan. It's sausage, potatoes, onions, tomatoes, and everybody loves it. So let's make it. So to get started here, we're going to work on our base, which is our potatoes and our onions. So I'm just going to peel these here. And here I've got some Yukon Gold potatoes. And I really enjoy using these because they're a bit more creamier than a russet or a red potato. They'll hold up nice when this is in the oven because this will go in the oven for quite a while. But when they come out, they'll absorb all the tomato and the white wine we're going to add later. Be really flavorful, really tender, and really creamy. And that's it. We've got the last one done there. If you notice, I've done this over parchment paper. So anytime I peel potatoes or carrots or even apples, I always do it over parchment paper because look at this. You just fold this right up and it goes right in the trash. It's easy clean up, no mess. Then, just going to slice our potatoes in half once again, and just make some nice wedges out of them. Again, you want to get them close to the same size. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you want everything to kind of cook at the same size. That way they all cook evenly. I'm going to go in half here, and then just some wedges like that. Now we're going to move on to our onion. And this will bring great flavor to the dish. And just like the potatoes, this will be in the oven for a while, so they'll get really tender. Kind of release their moisture as well. Nice sweetness to them. They're just perfect in this dish. And over here, you're going to see, just going to slice these like so. And this is one of my favorite parts. Me and my mother, we always grab the ends of the bread and scoop up the tomatoes and the onions that are in this. And as I said before, this was a recipe that my grandfather made all the time, especially during the summer when we were entertaining people, just because you could prep it ahead of time. And it's easy to make, it's in one pan. All you have to do is just pop it in the oven. And everybody loves it. Everybody goes nuts for this. Okay, so our base is done. We've got our potatoes chopped, our onions sliced, and here we're going to go into this beautiful dish and create our base layer. So we got our potatoes, throw in the onions, and now we're going to layer this as far as seasoning is concerned. So each step, each part of the process here will season. Okay, so good pinch of salt, couple cracks of black pepper, and then a good drizzle of extra virgin olive. Grab a spoon here, and we're just going to toss everything right in the dish. Make sure everything's well coated, well seasoned. Okay, and that is the base. So just put that on the side for now. And now we'll grab our tomatoes. These are whole plum tomatoes that I'm just going to crush by hand. But I'm going to leave some meat to them. I'm not going to crush them all the way. I want pieces of tomatoes in this mixture. Just like so. And that's it. Okay, so I broke them down a good amount, but there's still some meat to them. There's still some bite to them. And the same as the base with the potatoes and onions, we're going to season this just the same. So we're creating layers of flavor as we build this dish. So again, good pinch of salt and a couple turns of some fresh cracked black pepper. Toss this around just a little bit. Make sure all the season is distributed evenly. And then we're gonna go right on top of our onions and potatoes, just like that. Same as before, give everything a nice toss. Make sure everything is well coated. All right, and we've got a beautiful base here. Now we're gonna grab our star of the show, our sausage here. So what I do like is I like the hot sausage, but I know some people aren't always a fan. So what I like to do is mix the hot and the sweet. Now you could obviously do all sweet, all hot. It's totally up to you and whatever your preference is. But my piece of advice is build half the dish, let's say the front half with the sweet and the back half with the hot. That way when you go to serve it, you know exactly where each one is. So I'm just gonna kind of nestle these in here with the onions, the potatoes, and the tomatoes. And everything looks set there. Now to build kind of some more flavor components to it, to get that beautiful brown top, we're gonna add some white wine, all right? Now just a couple good glugs on the top here, that'll do. And this will add beautiful flavor, but moisture too. So this whole mixture won't dry out as we bake it in the oven, because as I said, it'll be in there for over an hour. And then some nice grated Parmigiano goes right on the top. And who doesn't love cheese? So let's add a good amount of that on the top. And then one last drizzle of good extra virgin olive oil. And again, this will help us get that really beautiful brown crust on the top. And that's it. You've got the whole dish built here. Let's head to the oven and get this in. All right, so this just came out of the oven. It was in there for an hour and 15 to an hour and 20 minutes at 375 degrees. About halfway through, I flipped the sausage just so they cook evenly, and then jacked the temperature up to 425 degrees for the last 10 to 15 minutes. The sausage got nice and golden brown. The potatoes and the onions, they got super tender. They soaked up all the flavor from the wine and the tomatoes, and that grated Parmigiano is the kicker on top. I know why this was such a fan favorite for my family and why my grandfather made it all the time. If you liked the video or if you enjoyed the recipe, make sure you hit the subscribe button and follow along, because I've got a lot more great classic Italian recipes coming your way.